Imagine, just for a moment, a conversation where every word you speak feels like it's drawing the other person in, effortlessly. It's almost as if the words you use, the tone you employ, create a space where the mind begins to open, and they start to reveal things they didn't even realise they were holding on to. Isn't it fascinating how, when you shift the way you speak, the world around you begins to respond differently? Let's talk about criticism for a second. You see, most people assume criticism is about them. They feel attacked, defensive, ready to provide an explanation. You know, the real magic, it comes when the focus is not on them as a person, but on a specific situation, a topic, something outside of them. When you can speak gently about a company they work for, or someone they know, it allows them to breathe, to step back, and to share something they hadn't expected. It's almost like you've unlocked a door to their subconscious, isn't it? Just by framing the conversation differently. Think about dating. It's such a profound experience, isn't it? The way people, they often hold back, afraid to show their true selves. And you know what happens when you say something like, "It's a shame so many people, they don't open up and be themselves." Just by saying this, you're inviting them, almost subconsciously, to agree, to provide their own thoughts, to give you insight into their inner world, to give you a glimpse of their mind. When you say something like that, they can't help but share, and before they know it, they're unconsciously agreeing to open up more, to be themselves more. And that, my friend, is part of the art of persuasion without pressure. But let's take it even further. Imagine a conversation where you use numbers, not just any numbers, but ranges. The magic of using ranges is it allows the other person to feel. There's room for interpretation, room to move. Like when you say, "I heard you all got $20 to $30 an hour." You're not giving a fixed number, you're giving a range, a space to navigate. And what happens when you do that? They start to clarify, to correct, to share their own version of the truth. It's like they're compelled to give you the specific details, as if the vagueness of the range opens a floodgate of information. Then there's disbelief, such a powerful tool when used strategically. The moment you introduce a little doubt, it triggers something in them. They want to convince you, they want to prove their point, to make sure you understand their perspective, and suddenly they're offering up so much more information than they intended. You might say, "There's no way you're making a profit online," and in response, they'll go on to tell you exactly how they're making a profit, how they've hit incredible milestones, revealing more than they expected. It's a dance of disbelief. They want to be believed. They need to be. When you stack disbelief, they can't help but offer more. The more you challenge, the more they provide. Isn't it amazing how, with a few well-placed words, you can have someone open up in ways they hadn't intended to? Let's look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We all need the basics, don't we? Food, shelter, safety. But as we meet those basics, something shifts. The need for belonging, for esteem, and eventually self-actualization. These needs, they're not just theoretical, they're real. When you understand them, you understand the motivations that drive people. When you meet someone, what you really want to understand is where they are on this pyramid. Are they still concerned about the basic survival needs? Or are they ready to discuss their deeper aspirations? This is where you unlock true connection, true influence. In business, for example, it's not just about meeting the basic needs. Once they've been satisfied, the real work begins. People want to feel significant, have their esteem acknowledged, and to find ways to contribute to something larger than themselves. And you're tapping into their desire for more than just a paycheck. You're helping them meet those higher needs. When you understand the primary and secondary drives, it's like holding a key to understanding the most complex part of human behaviour. Some seek significance. Others want approval or acceptance. And then there are those who are driven by intelligence, pity, or strength. Just think about it. When someone is constantly talking about their achievements, about how they're different, what do you think they're seeking? It's significance. They want to stand out, to be recognized, to make a difference. When you acknowledge that in them, you become a trusted ally in their journey. The fascinating part is, all of these elements, criticism, disbelief, needs, drives, they're all interconnected. The more you understand these patterns, the more you can engage in conversations that lead to trust, to deeper connections, to valuable insights. And in just a short time, you can get more information than you ever imagined. What's even more amazing is how quickly people reveal these drives and needs. In the first few minutes, you can start to hear their inner motivations, their fears, their desires. People wear their needs on their sleeves. They don't even realize it, but by simply reflecting their language, by aligning with it, or what they truly care about, you can start to influence, to guide, to persuade, without them even realizing it. So the next time you speak to someone, imagine this. Each word you say carries an intention. Each question you ask opens a door to deeper understanding. And as you continue to engage, as you continue to ask the right questions, you'll find yourself effortlessly uncovering truths that would have once been hidden. It's as though you've become a master at reading between the lines, a silent guide in their journey of self-exploration. Now it's your turn to begin using these techniques to allow the unconscious patterns of persuasion to flow, naturally, easily and powerfully, leaving behind a trail of influence and understanding.